sweet baby, you know I want you. You look baddest in your crew, now you look baddest. I don't care how you fit that ass up. Come on.
Let me paint this picture for you. You wake up in the morning, and the very first thing you do before you even fully open your eyes is you reach for your phone. And you check to see if they text you. Did they post something? Did they watch their story? Did they even like anything? Did anything change overnight? And the answer is no. So you put your phone back down and then you pick it up again 2 minutes later and check again, just in case. You spend the whole day half present, half in your actual life, and half in your head, replaying every conversation you ever had with them, analyzing every word, every emoji, every time they did not respond the way you hoped for, just wondering what it meant, wondering if you said something wrong, wondering if they are thinking about you the way you're thinking about them. You go to sleep thinking about them. And that is exactly why I made this video, because your obsession is not a character flaw. It's just a weakness. It is not proof that you are too much or too needy or too broken to manifest your SP. It's a signal. And today we're going to decide that signal and we're going to turn it into something that actually works in your favor. So I want you to stay with me because this video is going to change something in you today. Hey Baddie Gang, welcome back to the channel, and I'm your favorite manifestation baddie, and we're back with another video. Welcome back to the channel, and if you're a new subscriber, just want to tell you welcome, and if you're a returning subscriber, you already know what the vibe is over here. So let's go ahead and get into this. Let's talk about why obsession is killing your manifestation. Listen, I want to have a real conversation with you about what obsession is actually doing to your manifestation, because most people in the SP community are doing this and nobody's really talking about it. And honestly, every single time you check their social media, you are affirming that you are separate from them. They are separate from you. Every time you worry if they text you, you're just affirming that they're separate, that they're out there living life that does not include you. And see, your subconscious is going to take that in and it's going to run with it. They are not separate from you. Let me keep that reality going. You got to understand they're not. So every time you wait by the phone, you're affirming lack. You're living in the state of someone who does not have what they want. And see, with the law of assumption, it's always going to match your state. Always. So if your dominant state is waiting and wanting and not having what you already want, that is exactly what you're going to keep experiencing. Every single time you overthink the process, you're living in doubt, you're questioning the manifestation, you are just telling the universe that I do not actually believe that this is mine. And doubt is the single fastest way to slow down your manifestation. Now, here's the part that really matters. See, obsession is not just a bad habit, it's a symptom of a deeper belief. And that belief is going to sound something like, I do not actually trust that this is going to work. I do not actually believe that they're coming. So I have to monitor everything just in case, just to stay in control. And listen, control is the opposite of manifestation. Manifestation requires you just trusting, just believing that it's going to work out. It requires you being certain of what you want. It requires the ability to hold your desire firmly in your heart while releasing the grip on how and when it arrives. So the work we're doing today is not just about stopping a behavior, it's about healing the belief underneath it. Because when we heal the belief, that obsession stops naturally. So you don't have to believe your way through it. You just have to keep the faith and know that what you want is already yours. You just have to become someone who no longer needs to obsess because you know that it's already yours and it doesn't matter. So I'm going to introduce a few techniques to you just so you can redirect those obsessive thoughts. Let's talk about what to actually do when those obsessive thoughts hit, because telling yourself to just stop thinking about them, we all know that does not work. And you cannot just stop a thought, but you can redirect the thought. And that is where affirming comes in. Here is how this works. Every single time you catch yourself about to check that social media page, every single time you feel the urge to overthink that last process, every single time you pick up the phone to see that have they text you, I want you to stop and immediately start saying your affirmations instead. I want you to use the obsessive thought as a trigger for your affirmations. So instead of the thought leading you to the phone, it leads you back to your affirmations. You are going to rewire the neural pathway in real time. And your affirmations, you could pick one to two that hits the hardest with you. So, whatever your affirmation is, one of my favorite affirmations, well, two of my favorite ones that I used to love to do, and I still say these to this day. I trust the process. I trust God. My manifestation is already done. That's my very first, my favorite one, and that's my umbrella affirmations. I don't really speak affirmations like manifesting money, manifesting love, or something like that. I don't really break mine up. I have an umbrella affirmation that I just repeat over and over. And my second one is I am not a woman who waits and watches. I'm a woman who knows and receives. Those are my favorite two. You could pick one to three, and the moment those obsession urges hit you, say it. Say it 10 times. Say it 20 times. Say it as many times as it takes for that urge to pass. And then put your phone down and go do something that make you feel good. Go grab you a cup of coffee. Go grab you a cup of wine. Go watch a movie. You have to do this consistent. And I promise you that within 2 to 3 weeks, you're going to notice something shifting in you. Like the urge will become less frequency, less intense. Because see, what you're doing is you're training your brain to respond to a bigger trigger differently. And that new response is going to be like, you're going to be certain about it instead of having anxiety around it. And that's going to be actually the energy that you need to pull your SP in if that's what you want, or pull in new love. Technique number 2, self-concept work to kill the root of obsession. Now let me go deeper, because affirming is going to direct the thoughts in the moments. But your self-concept work, that's what's going to kill the root of the obsession permanently. And here's what I mean. See, obsession comes from your insecurity. And insecurity comes from a self-concept that says, I'm not sure I'm not enough for this person. I'm not sure that they'll choose me. And I'm not sure I'm worthy of this love. So I have to monitor everything, because if I take my eyes off it for 1 second, it might fall apart. See, this is the belief that we're going to replace. You're going to become the person who does not obsess over SP. You're going to become the person who's going to put their phone down and live their life and just trust the process. See, you're not doing that because you don't care anymore. You're doing this because this is the way to get you secure and feeling a whole lot better about who you are, and to see your worth. See, once you start seeing your worth, the world is going to start reflecting that back to you. See, you got to know that you're the one. You're always chosen. You're always loved. You're always protected. No one can compete or compare with you. And you got to know that you don't have to monitor your SP to see what they saying on social media. Have they call or text you? Because it's nothing to check. It's nothing to overthink. Because see, in your world, it's already done. This is the self-concept that we're going to build today. And I want you to write this out with me in your journal right now. Go grab your journal if you ain't already have it. Go get it. And this is what I want you to start telling yourself every single day, okay? Every single day, I want you to start writing it down a few times a day. Start telling yourself that I am the person who is completely secure in myself. I do not need to monitor anything, because I trust that what is mine is already mine. I'm not chasing, I'm not checking, and I'm not waiting. I am living my life. I am whole, I am magnetic, and everything that I want is drawn to me naturally because of who I am, not because of how closely I watch them. I want you to write and read this every single day, every single morning, every single night. I want you to read it every time that obsession tries to creep back in. Put it in your note on your phone, because you are not just saying words, you're building a new identity. An identity of a person who is so secure in their self, so grounded, so certain that obsession simply has no home in. All right, bestie, let me tell you. Technique number 3, and you may not like this, but baby, listen to me. You got to detach. You got to detach from this. You got to actually let this go. Not letting the desire go. That's not what I'm saying. You got to detach. Now, I know that when people say detach, it sounds scary, because when you love someone deeply, it can feel like you're giving up on them, like not caring anymore, like you're supposed to just pretend you do not want them. But that is not what detachment means. See, detachment means that you don't stop loving them. It means that you just stop needing them to behave a certain way in order for you to feel okay. It means that you release the desperate grip. It means that you allow God, the universe, to handle this and to trust the process. And here's a way that you can detach every single day. Okay? And it's easy. Every single morning, after you do your affirmations, after you read your self concept statement, I want you to say this prayer out loud with me. God, I release, put your SP names into your hands today. I trust you with this. I trust your timing. I trust your plan. I do my part. I align. I affirm. I believe. And I trust you to do yours. I'm not going to pick this back up and carry it in a anxiety today. It is yours. I receive the outcome with gratitude and peace. That's it. And if you don't, whatever your beliefs is, if you want to say, universe, I release, you can say it however you want to. And then this is the most important part. You're gonna go listen to me deeply, okay? Because this is the part. You're going to go and live your life. You're not going to stress about this. You're going to do something that brings you joy. You're going to start investing in yourself. You're going to show up as the person who is whole and happy and complete on their own, with or without the confirmation from your SP. Because, see, here is what happened when you genuinely detach. The energy is going to shift. That desperation that you have for them is going to leave. And the needing to check everything is going to dissolve. And what is left in this quiet, magnetic, is irresistible place that you're at is the energy that you need. That's going to ground you. That's going to make you feel so secure. That's going to have you unbothered. And this is what your SP is going to feel, even from a distance. And this is what you do to make them reach out, to make them be the person that you know that you want them to be. See, you cannot control everything, and you cannot control their energy. Only thing you can do is control yours, shift yours, and watch everything come to you. So you got my 3-step system, and this is going to help you stop obsessing over your SP right now and allow them to come back into you naturally, okay? I want to tell you that you are the person that has everything that you want. You do not have to do nothing because you already have it. Stop obsessing. Stop picking up the phone. Stop checking social media. Because let me tell you something, that got to be exhausted every day, wondering why haven't they text, what they're doing. If they post something, does that mean they're talking about you? That's exhausting. That's exhausting. And if you're doing that, you got to know that's not the way to manifest. So you have my 3 powerful techniques, and I want you to go ahead and start it today. Get started. So within the next 2 weeks, you can come back to this video. It may not take you longer than 2 weeks. It depends on your mind and your thoughts and what you're able to accept. I want you to come back to this video, and I want you to let me know how things is going, because I know that's exhausting. And who wants to be exhausted? You want to be in peace. You want to be the person that feels good, that's happy, that's full of joy. You're not broken. You're not too far gone. You are more than enough. And this don't mean that you don't love your person. It means that you're human and you're allowing things to come to you in the most natural way. And you deserve the love that you're manifesting. You deserve the good things in your life. And you deserve to have the peace that you've been missing, because over obsession over someone, you cannot tell me that you're not exhausted. You got to know that you can be and have anything that you want. Okay? So I want you to go ahead and drop me a comment right now. If this is something that you're going to start today, I want you to put, I am the person that has everything that I want, and I do not have to obsess. All right, Batty. I want to tell you guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe, like, and share. And if you need any additional help, check out the manifestation tools in the description. All right, guys. I love you guys so much. I'm rooting for you. I'm manifesting for you. You got this. Can nothing or no one stop you. And I'm going to be manifesting right alongside of you, that everyone that hears my voice, like my channel, subscribe, it's going to be the most powerful manifestor that you ever seen. All right, until the next video.